decide to retire out of the blue a couple months ago?
Super weird last like 6 months for me, 7 months for me. But, I'm happy for Coach Wright. He deserves it. Hell of a coach, hell of a person. And, I wouldn't be here today without, his help. Still talk to him every day. So, on that side, and then the other side is, moving around so much, and I'm just glad to be here, have settled, and get out there and start working.
Can you detail kind of what the first, or what, like, maybe the 36 hours of free agency was like for you, and how it ended up that you chose the Warriors?
It was interesting with the KD news that came out. Like everything kind of just, it was different for me. You hear one thing, and then next thing you know, you're hearing something else. So it's a little stressful for me, but just weighing my options, weighing different things, and I had a good conversation. With Steph and Draymond, and I think they saw what I wanted, and it's a perfect fit, I think, for me.
What was that conversation like? Just like style of play?
It's culture, environment. I think for me, just when I was at Villanova, going back to college, and in Milwaukee, especially, just the way things were done, how every day-to-day stuff was. They just, everything they were saying had already happened to me. So it was a good feeling and kind of familiar feeling with what they were talking about.
What do you like about the Warriors, and particularly, it seems like your style like this fit?
Yeah. I just love how much the ball moves, honestly. You have, 3 future Hall of Famers on the court, to be honest with you, and, they're not trying to seek their own points, their own shots, and everybody's getting touches, everybody's getting open looks, and I think the greatest thing is, when you watch it, they want everybody else to succeed as well, and I think that's contagious, and you want to be a part of that.
Mentally wise, what was the free agency process like, and just that conversation in general, hearing from 2 champions like that, since you're a champion yourself?
Yeah, no, it was stressful. I'm not gonna lie, it was stressful because I'm calling my agent. I'm like, what's going on? What are we doing? And then once I had the conversation with Steph and Draymond, everything kind of slowed down for me a little bit because I got away from, the numbers, the dollar signs, and everything, and I was more so kind of focused on what is best for Donte and what is best for me going forward. And like I said, I go back to the culture and the environment. I think it's something that I want to be a part of, and it's something that is who I am. So I think I don't have to change who I am. I could just solely fit in and just become a Warrior.
What were those conversations with Steph and Draymond like? What did they say to you? How did they sell you on this opportunity, I guess?
2 different types of conversations.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
right.
that. I mean, you guys can. But no, I've known Draymond a little bit over the last 4 years of coming into the NBA. But he just shot it straight to me, and then Steph's like the nicest person in the world. So everything was good. Like I said, we talked about like the culture and the environment and what's best for Donte. And in a selfish way, that's what I was thinking of. But each place that I was in that was a winning environment, winning culture. It wasn't a me team. It was a we thing, and that's what they emphasized to me, and that's what I wanted to be a part of.
You keep saying like what's best for Donte, like what specifically is best for you here?
Just how it's not focused on, even though you have the main guys, is how they kind of defer to other people and want. Jordan took a huge step in his career this year, and you can see how much they celebrated him throughout, and Gary and what Gary did coming in from last year and where he's at right now. Same with Otto. Like everything, just looking at what those guys have helped other players do, that's what I think is best for me.
Aside from Steph and Draymond, have you had any kind of conversations with guys like Gary or Otto or any past Warriors, or have you just kind of seen it yourself? Like this could really help me out and be better for the team and myself.
Well, Eric Pascal played here, and Amari Spellman. So I was, Eric was back at Villanova. I was picking his brain a little bit before free agency was going on, and then Jordan and I have mutual friends, so just picking his brain a little bit and stuff like that. But other than that, no, not really.
Just the Bay Area. Have you been there? What's like your experience there? Anything you might be excited for?
I haven't. I've only played there twice. I've only been there twice. So, the first time we played in Oracle. So that was a unique experience, and I'm just looking forward to get out there and experience and everything. I'm gonna try to, invest everything I have into the, not just the team, but the city and the community, and hopefully it pays back dividends.
What's a part of your game that you think will evolve in this style of play?
Just being able to play off of those guys. I look back at my time in Milwaukee. You have Giannis, you have Drew, Chris, and Brooke. They're different, but Giannis is ball dominant, Drew's ball dominant, Chris. Everybody has the ball, and being able to find my spots within there and how to be effective in the little things and help us win games. And I think here, the ball moves so much that I'm going to get so many more opportunities, so many more open looks, and that would just help me.
What were the last couple of years like for you where, you had the breakout third season with Milwaukee, then obviously the injury, and then coming back from that last year?
That's something that Steph and I talked about, just the injury thing. It's like, we know you can play. You know you can play. It's just you got to, show everybody for a year that you can play. I think coming back from an injury, I got off, it's not hidden. It's like I got off to a slow start. Percentages weren't there, and everything wasn't there. I was still trying to get, traction, everything, and getting traded. It just weighs on you. So now I have a full, complete off season to, start to develop even more and get acclimated to the system. And I think once I get acclimated to everything that they do, everything will take off from there.
Your catch and shoot numbers did get better in Sacramento. Did you feel as that?
It just, in a weird way, I feel like I just ran out of time. Like the season is, we weren't making the playoffs in Sacramento, and when the season ended, it was like, all right, you're done. You only played 2 months and you're done. So I feel great now. I think my workouts have been going great and my body feels great, and I'm ready to get a lot more open looks.
The Warriors, a team that this past year especially, brought guys back from an injured past and really helped them succeed, like Otto, even a guy who wasn't injured, but Andrew Wiggins. Does that kind of have some comfort in it too, knowing that this is a team that has a proven history of having previously injured guys succeed?
I go back to kind of what we talked about, like what's best for Dante. It's like being in in an organization that takes care of their body first, and you can't do anything on the court unless you're healthy. So that's a huge focus for me, and I've already been out there with the performance staff and trying to get acclimated with them and just take my body and take everything to the next level for me.
How do you generally feel? Obviously you finished last season.
Yeah, I feel great. No, it doesn't even feel like I had surgery on my ankle, and just little things of just getting used to using my ankle in different ways, and different training, different things that I'm doing now is just strengthening everything, and I feel really good.
Have you talked to Steve yet?
I have. Coach Kerr called me. Great conversation. Only wants the best for me, but he knows. I think him and Coach Wright are friends as well. So, I think they had a conversation before talking to me as well. But no, everything that he asked of me, I'm willing to do, and I just want to win games.
Let's go Warriors. Let's go Warriors. Let's go Warriors.